That's Miss Batterson. Is that you?
That's me. Now, hi, how are you doing today, first grade team?
We're doing good.
Awesome. Today we are going to analyze our second 6 weeks common assessment that we gave 1 week ago. Here in this picture is Brené Brown. Brené Brown is a speaker. She has a TED program, series of speakers, and she talks about vulnerability. We are going to start with the Gain Urban Vision, which is we are an invested and responsible staff who will foster 21st century skills, changing the academic mindset that promotes a premier learning community. We also have our ACE, being a Gain Urban and ACE campus, the mission, vision, and values. And I just put a quote by Brené Brown. I was moved by this quote personally. So integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy, and choosing to practice our values rather than simply professing them. Our campus goals, we have 3 different campus goals. Today we are going to focus in helping the main one, as we need to achieve score 41. 95% of the students will achieve and grow the growth goals, and campus will score 41 in the main one. The meeting protocol and norms, today I will be your facilitator. Everyone is going to be a scriber. You have been given and provided with a template right here. And you can record your notes as you feel appropriate. Ms. Bell, I would like you to help me with the time. I want you to keep me with the time. This is PLC, so we only have a specific time, so you need to go and pick up your babies after here. Our norms: grow yourself and others, purpose without personal, be clear, courageous, and direct. Consider the third weight, stay positive and assume positive intent. Prioritize student achievement and engage fully and be present. Take 30 seconds and choose one norm. Right? Can you share, please, Ms. Bell?
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Dr. Arbucci?
I prioritize student achievement since we're looking at our data.
Correct.
Engage fully and be present.
Perfect. I am going to be clear, courageous, and direct today, as every meeting that we are going to have from now on. Our goals. From the second 6 weeks common assessment, we have the 1.7 ESE, tell time to the hour, had a 97% passing, and 1.3D, apply basic fact strategies to add and subtract between 20, went from 35% proficiency to 85% proficiency. What actions do you take to reach this goal?
Which one?
The 1.3D.
1 point, apply basic facts. Daily practice.
Right.
Fact family, they know the relationship, addition and subtraction.
And it's important, so they went from 35 to 85%. That was amazing. So today we are going to focus in trying to achieve or grow our students to meet or surpass the goals from last year common ACP. Last year we have a 56% students above 70%. In this last common assessment, the second 6 weeks, we have 55.1% at or above 70 percentile. So we are going to work to grow the students a little bit more or much more to have another different jump in that growth. The focus that we are going to have, the SE that we are going to focus today is 1.3B. 1.3B achieved score 36%, in the last common assessment. Use objects and pictorial models to solve problems involving joining, separating, and comparing sets within 12 and unknown as any other tens in the problem. However, we are not going to focus in the entire essay. Because the second 6 weeks common assessment show that 33% of the students answer correctly in problem number 8. However, when you see the second 6 weeks common assessment taken 3 weeks ago, the problem number 6, which is the same as C with addition, get 83.8%. However, problem number 12, which is similar to the problem number 8 that we had this common assessment, got only 45.6%. So today we are going to focus on comparing sets between 12 and the assessment item number 8 of the second 6 weeks common assessment. I would like you to take 2 minutes in your papers, in your packet that I provided to you. You are going to see an exemplar that I would like you to work with for problem number 8. I would like you to solve this problem as an exemplar.
Which one?
The
Number 8?
number 8.
This one?
Actually, it's going to be this one right here. Right.
Want us to solve it?
Yes, problem number 8. Awesome. So I would like you to take another 2 minutes to read the note show chart that I already created for you. It is in the back and it also right here in the screen. Just let me know when you finish reading it. It's also in your note taking. Did I take it from you? I'm so sorry. Oh, this is yours. This is mine, this is yours. If you notice, I added right here the actual ticks that is going to be with your SE. So when I created the no-show, I also added some of these words or whatever the students supposed to, well, not supposed, but needs to master in the mathematical process standards for that ticks. So, according to your problem that you just solved, and what I wrote in the no-show chart, is there anything else you would like to add?
Number line.
A number line? Perfect. I'm just going to write right here. Do you want to use that, do that in the note, or they need to know how to write how to create a number line?
They need to know and they need to show it.
Okay, so they need to know.
But it's getting them to take time to do
Right.
it. It's
They need to know how to use or how to draw
how to draw, how to make it.
and use
Yeah.
a number line.
Because they will use it to identify the numbers, the
Right.
value of numbers, larger or smaller.
Smaller.
But it's getting them to take time to do it. The kids are restless.
Right.
They can't focus. So I don't know. It may be good for upper.
Is there anything, Miss Bill, that you would like to add?
Hmm?
Or pretty much sum up everything that is in your exemplar?
No, that's fine, add a number.
Perfect. Alright, so continuing with this, I want you to look at some of the exemplars that I identified. These are exemplars of the student work. These are the students who actually answer correctly and show work. I want you to analyze some of these exemplars and look over to see if you find anything that the student did that we didn't have in the no-show chart. Go ahead and analyze any of the student work that you have in front of you.
I tell them every Saturday.
See, that's
I mean, you know.
a good, I mean, they are representing different ways. It says develop different strategies, and for them, for this student, that's a strategy. This is Dr. Bush's, I can see in the exemplar he created. He did this. So based on that.
You know, it will be easier for them to just draw the lines.
Draw.
That's what, that's fine, I mean, 'cause it's like right here, I mean, that's what he did, just draw lines.
Yeah.
They're happy and they're sad, boom, we're done.
Because they don't have anyone else to play with.
And that's what I mean, when I
That's
was
it.
teaching, I just showed them happy faces, and sad faces.
Mhm.
You know, the pictorials
Mhm.
will be okay, but in some cases, the problem will not come with pictures.
Yeah.
What is it?
They will ask this question, how
Yeah.
many more?
How many more?
Somebody just say
Yeah.
Jane has 5
So
traits.
they have to have the concept of how many.
Comparing, how many more, we are comparing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, so yes, so based on the exemplar, for the student exemplar, your exemplar, and the no-show chart, is there anything else that I need to add to the no-show chart?
Repetition.
Repetition. Maybe
That's-
that, yeah, you're right, I mean,
That's the only way.
yes, definitely,
Mhm.
definitely, because that's number sense. That's why we do the calendar every morning, repetition, number sense. Correct. So, I want you to describe the student error. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I apologize. So now we are going to revise some unmastered work. This is the master work exemplars. Now we are going to revise the unmastered work for some of our students. Go ahead and choose, look over, wherever we have different examples.
Rubbish.
No, I choose from everyone.
Is this a master? But this person got it right.
Mm-hmm.
But did you say a master?
This person, I think this.
I'm so sorry. That one is it.
I think on this one they meant to
Mhm.
put two because they both went everything but two.
Yes,
So that might just be something.
maybe, but they
Yeah.
didn't bubble the right one. So
And this person doesn't understand the concept.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you see the work, but you see everything is correct and they choose the wrong answer, right?
Yeah.
Some of the students, they label the problem. They know about cause, but they still, for some reason, are missing to answer.
How many
correctly.
more?
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Right. So I want you to describe the error, the student error, and name the conceptual and the procedural misunderstanding evident in that error. Practically, looking at these unmastered samples, the student work, what do you think is going to be the conceptual or and procedural gap? And remember, the no part of the chart is usually the conceptual, that's what they need to know. And the procedural is, are they showing the work?
The concept of this one is the vocabulary, how many more?
Yes.
Every kid that's on, that with this, they just don't get the concept of how many more. They're labeling, they're making equations,
Mhm.
they just don't know that more means to subtract.
Right. Because they related, I think they related more with addition.
Right.
When they see the word more,
And this person's counted these 1, 2, 3.
Right, this person labeled these and counted those.
Yeah.
most of my students that they took the test with me, most of my students, they say, oh, I see 5 turkeys. So they answer 5 because there are 5 turkeys. They didn't listen or understood how many more turkeys do we have, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So based on what
So talk is more.
Exactly. So based on the student work, we can determine that the gap that we identify is the students, the students don't know what to do with the information in that sets. The students are labeling the sets, the students are even writing down the numbers, but they don't know what to do because of the vocabulary gap. Am I right?
Yeah, but I don't think it is that.
Okay.
I think it starts with, do they know the information?
Do they know?
Do they understand?
Mhm.
If they do, then they will be able to know with practice. They don't understand.
They don't comprehend.
So-
it.
Yeah.
It's comprehension.
It's more comprehension, but it's still, what are we going to target? What is the main gap in here? The main gap, in comprehension it is, I mean, I cannot do much, but comprehension of what? Of the procedure, of the vocabulary, of,
What is asking them to do? So it's just, they're not comprehending what the question is actually asking them to do. And I think, well, to me, I think that with this grade, I think sometimes less is more.
right,
Because we're getting to the point where we're telling them, okay, let's label this. So they're doing so many steps sometimes that they forget what they're even supposed to be doing.
Because cumulative.
Yeah, it's too much
It's too much.
sometimes, so,
right.
That's my problem with the number line.
yeah,
It becomes too much for them.
right.
But that will help them in other concepts, if they are able to draw the number line.
And eventually they are going to do it, they are going to grasp the concept if we continue. We can just say, oh, we are going to stop doing number line because they don't get it. We need to continue and build that capacity on them in understanding the number line. And there's going to be one day when you're going to be like, oh, they got it. They got the number line. We tried, we practiced and practiced and practiced, and they got it, right? So it is a good thing that you actually use the number line, Dr. O, because they will grasp the concept. They grow. They will grow. All right. So procedural. Do you find any procedural gap? Miss Bell?
Yeah, right here, prime example, just labeling.
Labeling.
They're just labeling and bubbling in something else for them.
Right. So in my
Because said to me, like, sometimes less is more.
case, my procedural is that they are not labeling as well. So my students did not label they just count the turkey. They didn't understand, but they also didn't label. They didn't do the one-on-one correspondence. Like you say, draw the line. Draw the line and draw the sad faces who does not have, right? A tail. All right, perfect. So I want you to take 2 seconds and write down the conceptual and the procedural gap in your paper. So just punch it in. Did I say 2 seconds instead of 2 minutes? I did say 2 seconds, but no, please take 2 minutes. It's how the time is going, right?
Knowledge of number sentence could be both conceptual and procedural.
Yes, both of them. If they don't know how to write number sentence based on the pictures, that's conceptual. If they don't write the number sentence from the picture that they see, that's procedural.
That was my question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really important that they write a number sentence?
You building capacity. For this problem, they didn't ask them
Right.
to write a number sentence. But if they know that the word or the question say how many more they have to subtract, they can definitely write a number sentence with subtraction immediately.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to subtract. What am I going to subtract? So they use the numbers on the set to create the number sentence. So they have a visual right now. How before they start thinking and doing the problem in their mind, they're going to have something to look at and don't get lost. And then if they, on top of that, build a number line, they can go back by subtracting. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's good, yeah. It's building capacity. All right, so our key area of reteach will be the student should be able to know what to do with the sets or with the 2 numbers and write the number sentence that represent the problem, picture, or model. The procedural will be students will use a strategy of their choice. Dr. Abuchi, he's considering the number line. Ms. Bell, you are using the one-on-one correspondence, the strategy to compare the 2 sets. Any questions so far? No? Perfect. So, can you tell me what is the action step we're going to take to address this gap? Take 1 minute to think what action step we are going to take to address the gap.
Reteach.
Ah. We are going to reteach? Yeah. We are going to reteach. Okay? So, how we are going to reteach it? This is how we are going to do. This is what are we going to do? We are going to do. We are going to look at the problem that we had problem number 8 that you already solved it. And we are going to analyze and write a script. Okay? In the last page of your paper, you will have a part for you to script. We can reteach with two different strategies. We can do guided discourse or we can model. Based on what the misconception was with the SE, I think the best strategy to reteach will be modeling. We are going to model for the students. We are going to give the students a clear listening, note taking that foster active listening of the model. We are going to model precisely the thinking when moving through a specific task. So based on what the modeling is, or the modeling strategy is, I would like you to take 5 minutes, Ms. Bell, to script how you are going to reteach the problem. Problem number 8. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to script how I will reteach the problem. That's 5 minutes? Okay. I'm going to grab some paper.
the plan that Dr. O was gonna write the math lesson plans?
Not yet. I will.
I'll do that. You saw it yesterday.
I know, I just wanted to make sure he does the math lesson plan. And if he doesn't do a good job, I'm sure he will.
You have 20 seconds. Concentrate, concentrate. No, you're fine, you're fine. So I'm just going to give you 1 minute to pass your script to the next person. So I'm going to pass you mine. You will give it to me, Dr. Rabushi, and Dr. Rabushi, can I get yours?
Oh, okay.
And
I
see-
didn't finish.
Well, that's okay, Dr. Rabushi, I give you a 70. For the effort.
No brownie points.
No brownie
It's
points.
a participation.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
When I'm more than happy talking,
Mhm.
thinking aloud, so that they will see or view or understand
Your thoughts.
my thinking process,
Yes.
the way what I'm thinking about.
And I'm sure you have it in your mind, you know what you're
Mhm.
thinking, you know what you're doing. And seeing in action, that's what is going to count for me, yeah? So, okay, perfect. Is there anything you would like to, yes, that's true. Is there anything you would like to adjust, comments, concerns, any questions?
No, how long is good?
Yeah.
It's detailed.
Perfect. It is detailed, yes. So, now we are going to take 5 minutes to practice the gap. Only 5 minutes. You don't know where to go if you haven't determined the destinations. Use the exemplar to start with the end in mind. So you did use the exemplar. You actually wrote a script, and I'm going to ask Miss Bell if she can demonstrate, be our teacher today. So how we are going to practice what you actually wrote, your script, and we are going to be your students.
Okay.
Okay? So if you want to be kind and go to that empty chart right there, I'm going to provide you with different colors, whatever you want to use.
Okay.
Dr. O, do you want just to turn around and be a student for now? Next time you will be the teacher, Dr. O.
Can I just draw circles to represent the?
You can do whatever you need, whatever exactly whatever you need.
So we have to imagine that these are turkeys. I just don't want to draw anything that's like not nice to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 turkeys. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, boys and girls.
Hello.
After looking at our last test, I noticed that we struggled a little bit in our numbers and operations. We had a problem that looked exactly like this. Raise your hand if you remember seeing this problem on the test. Okay. The question Jaden have? Let's read it together. Jaden has 5 turkeys
Jaden has 5 turkeys
and 3 pumpkins.
and 3 pumpkins.
How many more turkeys does Jaden have?
How many more turkeys does Jaden have?
Miss Bell, I know the answer.
This is I do, so when I do, that means Miss Bell is talking and
Oh,
you're listening.
thank you.
Awesome.
When looking at this problem, I see that the question is asking me, how many more? How many more? That means I need to compare the objects, okay? And if we look at our word wall, compare shows us that we may need to subtract. So, the way that I would do this problem to make it easy peasy lemon squeezy is I would give each turkey 1 pumpkin. Okay? Now, each turkey has, if I give each turkey 1 pumpkin, how many pumpkins will be left? I'm gonna think about that. To help me, I'm going to label them. 2. So I have 2 turkeys left without a pumpkin, so those turkeys are not happy. So after I'm done with that, I can write a number sequence. By looking at this, I see that 5 minus 3 equals 2.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Bell. Miss Bell spent 2 minutes explaining it. That means we have 3 minutes for you to
Use
model
restroom.
for us. No, Mr. Doctor, we should not restroom right now.
Can you use the
When the
restroom?
teacher is instructing, there is no restroom breaks.
You
Doctor,
want-
we should go to
You
mine too.
want the teacher to be in the classroom?
All right, Doctor, we should be a nice teacher, please.
Okay, I will model differently.
All right, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
All right.
Because that's
Class,
the
class,
Yes, yes.
we got the knowledge.
To go to college.
to go-
Oh, nice. I didn't pay attention the entire year.
All right, I'm going to model how to solve this problem. During our last test, some of you did not do well. Some of you tried and didn't get the right answer. Maybe we need to see where the problem was and get it corrected. So, let me read the problem to you. Jaden has 5 turkeys and 3 pumpkins. There's a picture there. How many more turkeys does Jaden have? How many more? Yeah, how many more? What information do we have here?
We have turkeys.
We have 5 turkeys.
We have 5 turkeys.
Yeah? Remember the cubes. Our cubes. So we would, and how many pumpkins?
3.
3 pumpkins. So we have circled the. Then we will. I'm going to underline the question because the question is actually telling me what to do. So I will underline the question. How many more? How many more? Okay? Oh, that's, I'm going to box important words or phrases. How many more? Oh, this will tell me I'm going to subtract. How many more?
He's adding.
How many more?
The more is adding.
No. In this concept, how many more? I did not finish the question.
Ah.
Okay? I'm not talking about phrase.
Okay.
How many more? See the 3 dots. So, see, you made me use one. How many more? I will subtract. Remember, if we had a number line 0 to 20, what we do is to draw 3 boxes. So I'm going to think about a larger number based on the number line. My larger number will be 5. I will put the subtraction sign. I will put the smaller number here. And I'll put equal sign because of this subtraction symbol. Are you following me?
Yes.
Alright. Now, I can solve this in so many ways. I can, since we have 5, I can draw a line here. You bring down here 2. 1, 2. Right? But we're not finished yet. We need to confirm what we're doing to make sure this is confirmed. This answer is confirmed. 5 minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I remove 3, I'll have 1, 2. Now, if I use the number line to count backward, I will get to 2. If I start with 5 and count backward 3 times, I will land on 2.
Right.
I have solved this problem in so many ways. I will go to the answer choices and see if I will see 2. If I don't see 2, then there's a problem. Oh, we have 3, 5, 2. Makes sense.
Perfect. Thank you, Dr. O. All right.
Okay,
So
what are you giving us?
I'm
We
giving
have
you.
overstayed our welcome.
I'm giving you the privilege to go.
No.
I'm going to just follow up with you. I'm going to give you the reteach. The reteach is going to happen tomorrow, and I will follow up with you on November 18th in our meeting after the school. So I'm going to provide you with all the instructional resources for the reteach today by the end of the day, so you can plan to reteach tomorrow during your math topic. Any questions? Awesome, thank you guys. Have a good one. And cut. No, we are not gonna reteach tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
We're not going to teach you tomorrow.